Canada's Olympic gold medal skating team wants to say thank you. And Stephanie had a chance to find out how they plan on doing it.
They are the most decorated figure skaters of all time and Canadian favorites. Tessa and Scott Moir join us now. Good morning, you guys.
Good morning. How are you?
I am good. We saw you a few months ago for Stars on Ice, but you were coming back to Saskatchewan for the Thank You Canada tour. Why did you guys want to take this across the country?
Well, sorry, T. Simply, we just weren't quite done after that tour in the spring. We love our team. We're very, always feel so honored to be on the ice with people like Patrick Chan, Elvis Stoico, and Caitlin Osmond, Duhamel Radford, Weaver Poje. How can we not take this across the country? And we want to give back to Canadian skating fans and Canadians who've supported us through our whole career. And we think that this is a good way to do it. We're going to 30 different markets across the country than the usual the 12 that we do quite often. So sorry, Saskatoon, we wish we could be there, but we're pretty excited to be at the Brandt Centre in Regina.
And you are really close to us. We can't be too greedy. We had you guys for Stars on Ice, so we'll share you with Regina. But are you going to be going into any of the local skating clubs or anything while you're in these smaller markets?
Hopefully. I mean, the goal is to sort of get in touch with the grassroots programs across the country and spark some new energy as it relates to skating and present it in a new way in the entertainment realm. So we'll see. It's a tight schedule. We're fitting a lot into just a few short weeks. But as co-producers, it's also a new role for us to step into. And we have a lot of work ahead of us, a lot of learning to do. But I think we're in a position now where we can take all of the things we've dreamed about doing in a skating show and finally put them into place. And we know we have the right team around us, and we really look forward to doing that.
And part of that is bringing young skaters to the rink. Hopefully they'll get a chance to be on the ice and you know, sharing the fun. We want to give back, and that's a great way to do it. So we have to develop that and kind of finalize that plan, but we're really hoping that that's a piece of it.
Now, you really didn't take much time off after the Olympics. You've been in Japan the last couple of months. Have you had time to relax and celebrate your accomplishments, or is touring kind of how you celebrate?
We haven't had time yet. We take moments here and there, and you know, even travel days now seem like a bit of a break, but we'll take time in the next couple of months to spend quiet moments with family and relish in the success of the Pyeongchang Games and hopefully allow things to process and percolate a little bit. We've been go, go, go. There hasn't even been time to breathe.
You talk about your co-stars for this upcoming Thank You Canada show. Did the games make you closer and a tight-knit group, or have you always kind of been like that?
Absolutely. No, well, I think both contribute to the closeness of our Canadian team. Obviously, with Patrick and Megan and Eric and Caitlin and Andrew, we've grown up together. We've skated together since, oh my gosh, through our adolescence. We did so many internationals together. It's just, yeah, it's just the timing of our careers seemed to happen at the same time. But the team event was special. We made it a goal early that we wanted to win. We think that much like hockey and curling, you know, figure skating, Canada should be a favorite to win that event. And we all kind of rallied behind each other. We wanted to support each other, and we kind of grew this family feeling. And off of that, we had a really fun tour in the spring, and that's another reason why we wanted to go back out again. We feel like we have more to tap into with kind of the connection and the chemistry between cast members, and make it more about having a seamless performance. And hopefully we're able to bring that to life. But I think it's a little bit of both. That's why we're so close, and how fortunate. We still like our castmates and our friends. Hopefully they like us.
And it is a similar cast that came through for Stars on Ice, but you did mention you're producing this show. So is it going to be different for those who may have seen the Stars on Ice show but still want to go see you guys again in Regina?
That's the hope. I mean, we want to tackle this program in an entirely new way and put together a skating show that has never been done before. And a lot of that will be a collaboration amongst the whole cast and bringing in the right creative team, but hopefully there are other elements as well. You know, we're in the brainstorming phase right now, and a lot of that is, you know, is it live music or acrobats, or how do we shift, make a shift and really present things in a new way? And then that's the challenge, but we're always up for a challenge.
Speaking of challenges, you are ice dancers, but I've seen on your Instagram you guys pull out some tricks out of your back pockets while in Japan. Are we going to see you guys attempt any axles here in Canada?
That's really got some traction. You might see us leave the ice. It's been a while since my skates have left the ice, that's for sure. And usually when they do, it's not a good sign. But that was one thing that happened in Japan because Yuzuru asked us, and we can't really say no at his show. He said, I'd really like to do axles with you. And I don't think we've done that since the Illusion Skating Club Carnival in 2001. So it was kind of a funny experience to do single axles beside a man who quite often does triples.
It was incredible. I used to figure skate, so I know how tough that could be, and I don't even have the guts to attempt it anymore, so good for you guys.
Yeah. Thank you. And it's, in my own way, a throwback to Donald Jackson. You know, before they used to cross their feet, I kept mine in true Donald Jackson style. And it had nothing to do with the fact that when I get up in the air, I'm just absolutely terrified before I come down again.
Just fingers crossed that you land on one foot at least, too.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, yeah.
But I sell that landing.
Fingers crossed, just not your legs.
Yeah, exactly. Well, thank you guys so much for taking the time, and we will see you in Regina Friday, October 19th. Thank you again.
Thank you.
Thanks so much for having us.